Hey, happy Sunday, YouTube. Today we are starting a new series called Stub Sundays. And what's it all about? It's about the best way to make stubs in MLB The Show, investments, tips and tricks. And this week, I'm going to give you my top 10 investments for the upcoming week. We have a player upgrade next Friday. So you're going to want to pay attention here to some names you probably already know about. You may not know about, who knows. But I'm going to base these investments on prices and profit and chances that they're actually gonna, move a little bit. I'm not gonna be like, oh, well, Joe Musgrove is gonna go diamond this next week. He's at 4,600 and we can make 400 per card there. No, we're not doing that. We're gonna find guys that have some potential to actually make you some stubs, not, little bitty crumbs. We ain't doing that, so. All right, at number 10, I lied. Haha, Freddie Peralta. The reason I'm saying Freddie Peralta is I really like his chances to go diamond next Friday. And right now you can get him for 4,000 stubs. Now that's 1,000 stub profit quick sell at 5,000 if he does flip to diamond next Friday. Anytime you can flip for 1,000 stubs on the market, that's really, really good. So if you can get in there and get Peralta for 4,000 or less, I suggest doing it because I feel like he's got a really good chance of going diamond and joining Woodruff and Burns at the top of that three-headed monster Milwaukee has going out there. He's still pitching well, so I don't see any reason why he doesn't go diamond next Friday. And if he doesn't next Friday, it's got to be soon. Like I said, you can get him for under 4,000 stubs. 4,000 or under, I would go ahead and pick him up. All right, my next player is probably somebody like nobody's talking about at all, and that's Maguire for the Blue Jays, their catcher. You can get him now for 32 stubs, and if you really get in on the market early, you can probably get him for 30, anywhere between 30 and 35 stubs a piece. So basically, it costs you nothing to buy this dude up. And let me tell you right now, let me look over at my stat sheet here at what he's doing the last 15 days. He's hit 486 average, 514 on base, 629 slugging for an 1142 OPS. He's not going to hit a bunch of homers, but he is hitting. He doesn't strike out. So now that's just over 15 days, 12 games total. So we're looking for guys that are hot right now, right? And there ain't no catcher in baseball. Grandal's second, but ain't no catcher in baseball hotter than him right now. And he's a 73 bronze. Now, I'm not saying he's going to go gold. I'm not even saying he's a good candidate for hold for gold. But if you can get him for 30 to 35 stubs and he goes silver, like he hits the silver mark, if nothing else, you have somebody to exchange for team affinities, or even quick sell a silver price, is going to be a 75 is going to be 100 stubs. You triple your money. So little things like this is things that can make you some sneaky good stubs in the long run. So Maguire, maybe get some buy orders in on him. All right, at number 8, a guy I've been talking about a little bit. His price is still super cheap, 205 stubs right now. Don't pay attention to all my Maguire buy orders, by the way. And that's Ryan Mountcastle. And I've been buying him up a little bit. I bought most of these for right around 100 stubs a piece. Now he's up to 205 and 477. He's still doing very well. If I look over here, he's 1,023 OPS over the last 15 days. He's got 5 homers, 11 RBIs. He's hitting 321, 400 on base. So he's getting on base, slugging at 623, and he's hitting for a high average. Now, if you look at his stats, you can see that he could use some bumping up in the power department. He doesn't usually hit righties very well, but he's been doing it the last couple weeks. So I still think there's room for Mountcastle to go up here, and he's still a low risk. I mean, I don't know when he's going to hit gold or if he's going to hit gold, but for 200 stubs a piece, I don't think you can go wrong. Right now, even if you bought him and just sold him, you can double your stubs after after they take their 10%. Just look at it. Look at the split, 477 and 205. So these are other things you need to pay attention to. Ryan Mountcastle's a good buy right now and a good sell, especially next Friday with any speculation that he might go up at all. His price could shoot up to 600-700, and if you get in on now at 200 stubs, that's a heck of a lot of profit to turn over. All right, another guy I've been talking about here lately is Jared Walsh. His price is, you can buy him for $36.52, sell him for $4,087. And his stats the last 15 days, 961 OPS. He's got 5 homers, 12 RBIs, so he's still hitting. And the biggest thing is contact versus lefty, power versus lefty. and Vision, like overall for the season, he's hitting really well. And I don't think there's much they would need to do to get him to his diamond. And right now you can make 1,400 stubs quick sale if he hits diamond per card. And if you keep an eye on him, sometimes he drops as low as 3,500. I've seen it the last couple days, but I don't know how long that's going to last, especially with we only got a week till the next update. So if you can get on him today, the next couple days, and you can get him for under 4,000, just like Peralta, I would go ahead and pick him up, because if they just bump his contact versus lefty a little bit, he's there. So he's definitely somebody I'd be keeping a close eye on. Okay, so somebody I haven't thought much about this year, who's kind of sneaking up on us all of a sudden and has gotten hot in the month of June, and that's Merrifield for the Royals. He's an 81 now. You could basically get him for quick sell price, 1,000 stubs a piece, maybe 1,025. If you put in 1,000 stub buy orders though during the day and just let it sit, more times than not they're going to get filled. So basically, you have a person you can invest in with no chance of losing your stubs, because if he doesn't ever go up to diamond, you can quick sell him and get your 1,000 stubs right back out of him. Over the last 15 days, he's got 1,075 OPS, 660 slugging, 415 on base. He's hitting 380. He's got 3 homers, 8 RBIs, and overall for the month of June, he hit well over 300. So he's actually showing a little bit of power too. So we could get a little bump in power and some contact, but to me, he's just one of those very low risk, potentially high reward type guys. I don't know if he's capable of hitting diamond, but even if you could get him for 1,000 stubs and he goes up to 83 or 84, and there's speculation that he could climb up, which has happened before with Merrifield, his price is going to shoot up to about 3,000. And again, that's triple your money range. So Merrifield, low cost, high reward guy that I'm picking for this week. Next up, Yankees, Urshela, 350. You can buy him for, sell him for 540. He started to pick up his offense, and so he's at a 78, so he's got to get 2 points. Over the last 15 days, hitting 333, slugging 615, 981 OPS, 3 homers, 5 RBIs. He's still striking out a little too much, but again, this is a triple your stubs kind of guy if you can get in now for 325 to 350 a piece, and he does go gold. He's a triple your stub kind of guy, and if he doesn't go gold, again, you're going to be able to get your money, maybe even a little bit of profit out of him. Even if he ticks up to 79, and you get on at 350 and he starts selling for 600 to 700, double your stubs either way. So Urshela is another name out there that I'm giving you that I think is a good investment right now. Low risk, high reward type guy. Double to triple your stubs. So get in on him now. I'm going to give you another bronze guy that's killing it right now. And he got traded from Tampa Bay to Milwaukee. And ever since the trade, he's gone off. And right now you can get him for anywhere between 150 to 200 stubs, depending upon the time of day. So if you can get him in that price range, I would definitely suggest starting to pick up some Willy Adames. The dude is going off right now. Last 15 days, 306 average, 404 on base, 653 slugging for 1,057 OPS. He's got 4 homers, 14 RBIs. And he's playing a really solid shortstop. So if you look at his offensive stats, they're really awful on this card because he wasn't doing much in Tampa Bay. Now he's catching on again and starting to live up to some of the hype that was around him earlier in his career. And definitely a low risk, high reward kind of guy. The market's already started to pick up on him a little bit because earlier in the week you could get this guy for 100 stubs or under, but people are starting to notice that he's doing well. I don't know if he's going to get the gold. I'm not saying that, but decent silver could be, and he could be one of those guys you just tuck away and just watch him for the rest of the season. Remember, we're only halfway through the season, so you're looking for guys not only for next Friday. We're looking for long-term investment kind of guys, and if he can keep it up, he's a really good investment, and so is his teammate here. I'll just mention him real quick. Urias has really started to play well for the Brewers as well, and he's dirt cheap, 67 stubs, and if you look at his stats over the last 15 days, hitting 345, 582 slugging, 972 OPS, 3 homers, 13 RBIs. Him and Adames are both guys. Urias probably has, he definitely has more room for profit right now, but Adames probably has the higher ceiling, but I don't know. I mean, you could pick either one of those guys and not go wrong, especially for the price point. So keep an eye on Urias and Adames. the last offensive guy I'm going to give you, he's still a steal right now, and that's Adam Duvall. You can buy him for 220 stubs, probably lower if you check in the morning, and he's selling for 415. Again, he's low risk, high reward, because if he doesn't go up, you can sell and get your stubs back out of him, maybe even make a little bit of profit. But let me just tell you what he's doing over the last 15 days. 6 homers, 14 RBIs. He's hitting 325, 372 on base, 825 slugging for an 1197 OPS. He's really going off. Like and with that average, he could grow in the contact department there in vision. He's just got to keep hitting for the high average and getting on base. And I think he could, that vision and contact's definitely got room to grow. He's got to get 3 points to get to gold. But even if he gets to 79 and gets in that 600-700 stub range, and people start speculating he could go gold, and his price jumps up, right now if you get in on him, you can make a ton of stubs even if he doesn't go gold. So Adam Duvall is somebody to keep those eyes on. All right, I'm just going to give you a couple of pitchers to keep an eye on. Start tracking on MLB.com and keeping an eye on their stats. And the first one is German Marquez. People have started to pick up on him a little bit. He's at 296 and 350. So his price is probably a little high right now, but if you see him go down under 250 stubs, you can buy him. Maybe start picking some up, because there's a chance that he gets traded out of Colorado, and then he could really go off later this summer. Like, say he ends up someplace like St. Louis, Chicago, New York, someplace where they have a chance to make a run, and he can get out of Colorado and pitch even better. He's definitely somebody that could be on the move. Over his last 15 days, he's 3-0 with a .39 earned run average, .35 whip. These are video game stats, by the way. .35 whip, .56 batting average against. He's got 14 strikeouts in 23 innings. He's basically not walking anybody. He's given up 1 home run in those games. And one of them was a complete game shutout, almost a no-hitter. So that's why his price spiked a little bit, because of that game against the Pirates. But I feel like his prices could drop a little bit at the beginning of the week. And like I said, if you can get him for under 250 stubs, maybe start putting some away, just picking some off, and tucking them away in case he does get moved or stays hot in Colorado if he doesn't move. And just start tucking them away a little bit. And just keeping an eye on his stats and his starts, and because he's got room to be bumped up, definitely to gold eventually. But definitely not next Friday. But like I said, long-term investment type guy. You still got half the season to go, so keep an eye on German Marquez. The last name I'm going to give you, and we've already been watching him if you've watched my video previously, and that's Raisel Iglesias for the Angels. You can buy them for $576, sell them for $750. So, the price is starting to move up a little bit because people are noticing him more. And if you can get him for under 600 stubs, definitely if you can get him for $550 or less, I would start picking him up. Last 15 games, he's got 4 saves, .69 whip. Batters are hitting 133 against them. He did have a blown save, but his stats are still really, really good. He's definitely got room to grow in the walks per 9 and strikeouts per 9. He struck out 15 in 8 innings. 15 in 8. That's almost 2 strikeouts an inning. So I feel like he's definitely a person that could go gold on Friday. So he's not quite double your stubs, but he's pretty close. So I would be really, really keeping an eye on the prices for Iglesias this week and trying to get him for under $550 if possible, because he could be on the move on Friday. Okay, now that I gave you some names to look out for, I'm going to show you a little trick where you can make some extra stubs. So what you want to do is, there's this thing called the exchange. I don't know if everybody knows about it, but there's the exchanges. You can exchange players for bronze, silver, and gold. So if you go into the gold one, you'll see that you need 18,000 points. Now, there's a couple different ways you can do this. You can do 1075s, you can do 576s and 277s, or you can do 676s and 275s. Now, I was doing some math, and if you go to the market and you break it down 75 to 77. So you go in here, you go min overall 75, max overall 77. And then you search. Okay, so you go all the way back here to page 9, which will be your 75s. You can get a lot of these guys. The lowest you can buy these for is 100 stubs. A lot of these dudes you can get for 100 stubs all day long. So if you do the 1075s, that costs you 1,000 stubs. The worst you're gonna do is break even on the exchange. The absolute worst if you do that. You're gonna get 1,000 stub gold, or you could get a guy that's a good hold for diamond, or you could get a high gold that's already worth selling and make a ton of stubs. Another way, like I said, okay, so if you go 275s, actually start that over. Okay, so if you go the 1075 route, it's going to cost you 1,000 stubs for a gold card. Worst you can do is break even. You go the 676s and 275s. So you know the 275s, that's 200 stubs. 676s, so if you go to 76, there are some guys, let's see, where does it start at? Right here. There's some guys, 126, 127, 128, 125. About the best you're going to do on these guys is 125. So if you get 6 of them at 125, that is, let me do some math, what, 750 stubs? So you got 750 plus 200 is 950 stubs. So that's 50 stubs cheaper than doing it the other way. It may not be quite as quick. It might be a little tougher getting some of these guys from 125, but it is 50 stubs cheaper if you do it that way. Actually, let's just go do one for fun. We're going to do the 1075. So there's 2 Pilars. Actually, we're going to hold on to Marquez. Make sure you don't exchange people that you're holding for investments, because that would be bad and counterproductive. Alec Bohm, Tucker, Bummer. All right, so we hit it. Exchange, yes. Let's get our pack. You go back out to your inventory, find your gold pack, and who do we get? Michael Brantley. Let's go look up Michael Brantley's price. Look at that, Michael Brantley, 2,400. We can sell him for $33.97. Look at that, $33.97. After taxes, it's $3,057. We just tripled our money. We just tripled our money. So you see that? Are you paying attention? I hope you're paying attention. I hope you're paying attention. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope it was helpful. Get in on some investments. Do the exchanges. Make yo money. Mo money, mo money. That's what we're all about around here. So make that money. Get out there. Buy those cards that you want for your collections. It's so easy. It's just people don't take the time to watch these videos and do the things. Just do the things. Make the money. If you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up. Appreciate it very, very much. If you're not subscribed, hit the damn subscribe button. I don't know what you're doing. Turn notifications on. 9 a.m. every day. Videos go live. Sometimes they're gameplay. Sometimes they're stuff like this. Sometimes they're prediction videos. I don't know. It seems like people don't really enjoy the gameplays all that much because I'm just a little above average player, and that's okay. But I'm still uploading every day either way. If you want more Big Ol' Buck in your life, make sure to follow me on all social medias below in the description. My TikTok, my Twitter, my Twitch. I stream Monday through Saturday, 9 a.m. to 3 p.m. Central. Twitch.tv/Big Ol' Buck. Come over there, hit the follow button, hang out. We got a great community, funny community. We have a hell of a lot of fun over there. So come hang out over there with your favorite old fat man and just have a good time. I appreciate everybody checking out these videos. I hope you have an amazing weekend. I hope you make a ton of stubs this week. And until next time, you can catch me right here. Same Buck time, same Buck channel.